Yeah.
Well, what do I tell them? I mean, do they sound all right? They'll have to come and see you.
Look, you do what you think's best. Yeah, they sound all right to me. I don't really care what happens as long as I don't have to serve any extra time. That's the most I can hope for anyway.
Hello.
Bob! Oh, just look at me.
Yeah, well, actually, I came to take your lovely daughter Meg to dinner.
Oh, get off.
Well, maybe I'll take you instead then,
Oh, thank you, Bob, but not tonight. I've had an awful day. I was just about to go to bed.
Well, why don't I get something for you? Now, I'm not much of a cook, but I could whip up something simple, like a boiled egg.
Honestly, Bob, I'm too tired even for that. I wasn't going to eat at all.
But you must, Meg. I had it all planned.
What are you talking about? Had what planned?
Well, the meal, the lights, the music, the wine,
Well,
and then
it
when
all
everything was
sounds very
absolutely
tempting,
perfect, I
but
was going to
Bob,
ask you to marry me,
please.
but you are not being very cooperative. Now, I know it's not very romantic, Meg, but I really haven't had much practice. I've only ever said it once before. What do you say?
What I say is, you've made me very happy. But please, Bob, could you give me a little more time?
Okay.
That one should be right over the top.
You know it'll play you.
Forget it.
Who's now there, aren't
Hi, honey.
Hi, Judy.
How you feeling?
Bad.
What's with those two?
Oh, well, the rumour is they're on together. Mind you, they're denying it.
Well, the prison certainly hasn't changed much. The Dykes still manage to latch on to the young, pretty ones. Now, that one doesn't seem to be objecting too much.
She thinks I'm a lesbian, too.
Now, what'd you do that for?
Because they give me the creeps, that's why. I can't stand them anywhere near me.
You've been inside before. You know those sort of things happen to everyone. All kinds of people. It's no big deal. We're not hurting anyone, least of all you.
I just don't like them, that's all.
Well, then keep it to yourself. Tracy's a decent kid and I won't have anyone hassling her, not even you, understood?
Okay. As long as they keep away from me.
Well, good. Then we should get along just fine.
Are there any new leads on the cases yet?
We are following every possible clue. We do know what sort of person is likely to have taken the child. Someone insecure and unstable. In most cases of this kind, we found that the kidnapper is someone who has recently lost a child.
Does this mean that the child is likely to be treated well?
Well, that would depend on just how unstable the kidnapper is.
Is there any way in which our viewing public can help?
Well, if the person or persons who have taken Elizabeth Latham are listening to me now, the child is sick. I repeat, the Latham baby is in urgent need of medical attention. Will you please take the baby to the nearest
Oh, my
hospital?
God. She's going to die. I know she's going to die.
Come on.
It's her birthday. Well, don't they know that? Why don't they tell them, Mr. Fletcher? Tell them it's her birthday, and then they might bring her back to me.
Come on, Latham. They always make it sound worse than it is. Now, come on, back to your cell. I'll get you something to help you make you sleep from the dispensary. Now, come on. Give me a hand.
Doreen's pretty unstable at the moment, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, Dor, really. You don't mean you think that she could... Oh, B, what a dreadful thing to say.
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Dor has just lost that baby.
Hello, Jackie.
Morning.
Wait a minute.
What do you want?
Well, you've just come in and, well, everyone needs friends. And I thought if we got to know each other better, well, just friends, I mean. Well, you must be lonely. I was when I first came in. I still am, I guess. Jackie?
Get your hands off me. Don't you ever touch me again. You people make my skin crawl.
Hey, what's going on here?
You better keep an eye on your little girlfriend. She was making a play for me.
Now, you listen to me, sweetheart. You just leave her alone, got it?
I wouldn't worry about her if I were you. I'm sure she's perfectly safe with a big, strong friend like you to protect her.
Bitch! You want to play something up? I'll do it.
Just cut that out, Brian. You all right?
Oh, terrific.
Go on, get to the laundry. All of you.
Come on.
You better go and get yourself together. Your father's here to see you, Morris, and be quick about it.
You know, if you keep this up, you're going to make yourself pretty unpopular. What is this big thing about lesbians?
You know that wonderful escape you thought was so great?
What about it?
It was stupid. I was eligible for parole in another couple of months.
So why didn't you wait?
Because a big dyke warder took a fancy to me, that's why. But I wouldn't be in it. So she started putting me on report. She made up all kinds of things. I was up before the governor 2 or 3 times a week. I never would have got my parole that way. So I gave in to her.
Well, couldn't you have hung out until your parole?
There wouldn't have been a parole. The lady decided she liked having me round. So she kept on falsifying reports to make sure I stayed in. Escape was the only way left.
Excuse me, I couldn't help overhearing what you were saying. I think that's really rotten. But we're not all like that, you know? Just like heterosexual people aren't all the same. Sure, I'm a lesbian, I never deny that, but Tracy isn't. Really isn't. She's just a kid, and she's scared. And these rumors about her are making her very unhappy.
Now, come on. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just lost my head. When she touched me, I thought, oh, hell, I didn't think. I just reacted. You know, if she really is your friend, maybe you should stay away from her. I mean, most people will think birds of a feather, you know.
All right, ladies, let's see some work being done around here, please. Oh, by the way, Chrissy Latham won't be working with you today.
Is she all right, Mrs. Jackson?
Well, I don't think she really will be until they find the baby. She's in the hospital at the moment. They're keeping her under sedation.
Mrs. Jackson, can I see the governor?
I suppose so. What's it about?
I just want to have a chat with Mrs. Davidson.
All right, I'll see if I can arrange it. In the meantime, could we have some work, please?
And they're all talking about me behind my back. They're saying horrible things. They all think that I'm having an affair with Judy.
Mr. Fletcher, can't something be done about that?
I don't see what I can do about it. It's the company your daughter keeps. I suppose the women think that there's no smoke without fire.
Mr. Fletcher, it's not true. I swear it's not.
Well, let it ride then. They'll forget about it soon enough.
Perhaps he's right, darling. If you forget about it, maybe they will too.
Forget it? How can I?
Would some good news help? You know, I've been seeing Mrs. Jackson. How would you feel if she was a permanent part of the family?
You're not serious. You mean marry her? I need you more now than I ever did, but you really don't care, do you? You said that we were going to be closer now, but that's just all lies.
Darling, we'll all be close. We'll all be together.
You're a liar. Mr. Fletcher, I want to go back.
Tracy.
I want to go back now.
Horace. Are you all right?
Haven't you heard? All us butch squaws can look after ourselves. Mr. Fletcher, do you really believe what they're saying about me?
Well, it doesn't matter what I think, Tracy. It's them you've got to live with.
Don't be ridiculous, Tracy. Put it down.
What would you care? You'd have my father all to yourself then. Isn't that what you want?
I can guess what brought this on. Now, you listen to me. Your father lives for you. He's sacrificed everything to give you a start in life.
It's never home.
Of course not. He's out earning money so that you can have everything you want. Now, isn't it time you stopped being so selfish and started thinking about him for a change?
I wonder if you could have a look at my baby, Doctor. I think she's pretty sick.
Won't you sit down, please? Now, a name?
Mrs. Anderson. Mrs. John Anderson.
And how old's the baby?
Well, Elizabeth's almost 1, but please, couldn't you have a look at her now? I'm real worried.
Now, Mrs. Anderson, you won't do you or the baby any good by getting all upset. Let's have a look at her, and then we'll take down the details afterwards, eh?
Oh, yeah, thanks, Doctor.
Well, over here, please. Thank you.
Here's a good girl. You sit there, Elizabeth. Good girl.
Oh, well, they haven't been starving you, have they, Elizabeth?
It's a good girl. Here.
How long's she been like this?
About a day, I suppose.
I don't want to